Hey guys, today we are making a winter cake lunchbox. It's such a random idea, but the other day we were playing with snow and that really inspired me to make this one. I hope you'll enjoy and celebrate this wonderful season with me in the form of baking. Hello. This is shredded coconut. It's a little bit more rough than I want it to be, so it's not the must, but I'm going to grind it even more today. Today I'm using my GENOISE sponge cake recipe. In the description box below, I'll leave the amount of ingredients I used today and the link of this video where you can learn how to make it step by step. If you don't have a dome silicone mold like this, you can also try with a cupcake pan and trim later. So for snowman cake, I added a tiny bit of vanilla extract, just a tiny bit, and mix. Since they are very small, you can feel close to the top. And for polar bear cake, I added a sprinkle of shredded coconut on each. Since I'm mixing here like this, I actually folded flowers less times than usual to adjust the condition. Pour the rest of the batter into a small tray and flatten the surface. Flatten it like this. Toss to release some big air bubbles. And bake at 350 Fahrenheit until they bounce back very gently. With my oven, it took about 9 minutes for the mini dome cakes and about 10 minutes for the sheet cake and about 12 minutes for the bigger dome cakes. Chill all the dome cakes in the freezer so that they can be removed easier later. Now we make meringue. Today I'm using Swiss meringue recipe. Check out the link for the in-depth tutorial. I recommend Italian meringue or Swiss meringue for this. And I took about 2/3 and pipe on a lunchbox to make it look like a pile of snow. Set aside in the fridge and pipe the rest for meringue cookies as little snowballs. Bake at 200 Fahrenheit until they are cooked through completely. Once they are cooled, move it into a container with silica gel inside so that they stay crunchy. Now melt white chocolate. We are making white chocolate snowflakes. Oh, it smells so good. Let it chill completely before taking them out. And I decided to use pearls and silver splays to add extra shines. Set aside in the fridge. Now let's make ice jelly. Soak gelatin sheet in ice water. You can also use gelatin powder. Heat up about half of the water with microwave or pot so that the sugar and gelatin melts after this. Add sugar and mix. And while it's still very warm, add gelatin. Mix and make sure it's melted completely. Add the rest of water and mix. This is a cake ring with plastic wrap and rubber band. Pull it tightly so that water doesn't come out. You can also use a cup or mold instead as well. Drop some to check if it's not leaking. Pour about a half and let it chill in the fridge for about 1 hour. Once it's set, attach one snowflake on the center and pour the rest of jelly water. Okay, let's put this back. And let it set completely in the fridge for at least 1 hour again. Remove a plastic wrap and warm up the side to take out the ring. And warm up your knife with hot water or a torch and cut jelly into more sharp random shapes so that it looks like ice a little bit more. Crush the cut off pieces with a fork. Set aside in the fridge. Next, we're gonna make the iceberg cake. It's gonna be a strawberry shortcake. Cut the sponge in half and save the other half for roll cake we are making later. Cut into stripes like that, which is about 1 inch thick. I only used about 1.5 stripes to make the iceberg, so the rest was a snack for myself. Just like a regular shortcake, whip up heavy cream and granulated sugar until it gets soft yet fluffy. And whip half of them until it gets more stiff and fluffy, which is gonna be for crumb coating so that it holds the shape better. Place the second layer. And the third layer for just one of them, and finish the crumb coating. And coat the rest of soft whipped cream. I decided to tap the surface with a spatula like that to add more icy texture. Next, we make white chocolate whipped cream for roll cake. Melt chocolate and do not take it out from water bath yet, and add a bit of heavy cream and mix well until it's blended evenly. I added about 1 tablespoon in total. This is basically white chocolate ganache. And then remove from the heat and add the rest of heavy cream little by little. By loosening the chocolate with some cream beforehand, it helps preventing chocolate from getting hardened quickly and create tiny chocolate pieces in the finished cream, as I add very cold heavy cream at this point. And we pop until it gets fluffy. You don't need sugar for this cream since white chocolate adds enough sweetness. Split about 2/3 of the cream. And roll. I recommend to chill in the fridge for like 1 hour and use the rest of cream to coat the surface. Almost there. Now they're frozen so it comes off easier. Cut off the top to create nice bowl shape after this. And for snowman cake and polar bear cake, we use buttercream as their frosting. I use this French buttercream today, but you can use any of your favorite buttercream. For a snowman cake, I added a bit of vanilla extract, and for a polar bear cake, I added shredded coconut, but if you like, you can also add some coconut extract. So let's start off from a polar bear. Spread some buttercream on top and attach the outer dome and spread buttercream all around. And attach the coconut all around. Cut the mini dome in half and do the same thing. This is gonna be the ears for the bear. And cut the bigger dome in half horizontally. This is gonna be the belly. Next, cut the bigger dome in half and cut again like that to create arms. And 2 mini domes are gonna be the legs. And for the eyes and nose, I am using mini chocolate chips. Now to make snowman cake, crush some of the meringue cookies we made earlier. And attach the vanilla buttercream just like how we did earlier. We need 2 bigger domes and 2 smaller domes to create a snowman. And attach the meringue flakes all around. for the body parts like eyes, mouth, and arms, I used chocolate today. This is for the head. I'm going to cut it with a cookie cutter later. Set it aside in the fridge. I was hoping the meringue will sink a little bit as I place it on top, but it didn't, so I scraped off some meringue so that it would not be too tall. And hide the gaps using the meringue I just scraped off.
Hello guys.
Alright guys, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Even though you might not make exactly the same thing, I really hope that you learned something new. So stay warm with hot drinks, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.